Of course you have resistance. From a spiritual perspective, resistance is merely opposition to the way of things. Resistance typically arises when you begin to explore something new in your life. Resistance is fear-based, and like all fear, it is oriented in the future. It is generated by the mind, which is notorious for amplifying and complicating the issue at hand. Like fear, resistance is based in the unknown, so it typically shows up when we're about to undertake something new. The intimidating thing of trying something new is that we have no idea what's going to happen. In actuality, we never really know what's going to happen. But when we act out of our old patterns, we tell ourselves that we can predict what's going to happen. This is what creates our comfort zones. And usually, when we finally pull up the courage to cross over our resistance, we discover that the thing we were resisting against was not that big of a deal. It was actually much ado about nothing. Now, I'm sure that you've experienced this. You had resistance against something, and when you finally walked through it, you said to yourself, that really wasn't so bad. Why didn't I do this a long time ago? The key to overcoming resistance is to embrace it, to acknowledge it. You're simply noticing your resistance in the context of what you're doing. And always keep in mind that it is totally natural and actually quite human to encounter resistance when you're undertaking something new or worthwhile. And above all, be compassionate with yourself when you experience your resistance. Things may take longer. It may be really frustrating. Just keep going. Don't let resistance talk you out of what you intend to do. That's its favorite trick. So let me give you a personal example. When I first started creating these videos, I had a huge amount of resistance to it. But I just kept going. I guess I didn't know better. After a while, I realized that there was resistance because I was way out of my comfort zone. It had to become okay that it took all day to edit a video. It had to be okay that it was frustrating as hell. You can even talk to your resistance. Spiritual teacher Adyashanti refers to his ego or resistance as sweetheart when he talks to it. So when I was in the middle of creating my videos, I could have said to my resistance, I know, sweetheart, I understand. I know that you do not want to create these videos. It stands for many of the awkward things in life that you dread most. But you know what? It's something we need to do. So let's find a way to get through it. Notice I'm not confronting or railing against my resistance. That just tends to create more resistance and defensiveness. So first of all, I'm showing compassion to my resistance. And secondly, I'm letting my resistance and fear know that it's not in control of the situation. Doing this new thing is a done deal. It's something we are going to do. Notice that the tone and energy of this is very decisive. This closes the door in resistance trying to talk me out of it. Once our resistance knows that we're serious about doing something and we're really going to do it, it tends to loosen its grip a little bit. Because at its core, resistance is a ploy to talk you out of what you're about to do. Our resistance is actually kind of like a little kid that wants ice cream. When the parent says no, he kind of carries on and tantrums around a little bit. But as soon as he realizes that the ice cream's not going to happen, he moves on. Keep in mind that your resistance is a professional. It is acting out for a specific purpose. Most of this process is typically unconscious. In fact, what we're really doing when we embrace our resistance is we're taking the unconscious part and we're making it conscious. That way, our resistance can't blindside us. So my invitation to you is to explore what you might have resistance in your life right now, and then just embrace it. Allow it to be okay to have resistance. And you really don't need to do anything about it. Just notice it. Say hi. Tell it you understand. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to my Natural Way of Being YouTube channel. And most of all, don't forget to enjoy your week.